Yes. Where's your homework package? All right. So we are stopping every chatting and all that stuff.
I'll catch you.
And we are going to do homework 9.3, number 1. Okay? So here we go. Now we've got Trey and Jada have the candy bags now. We're going to pick one from each bag, and we want to know what's the probability that neither will be yellow. Okay? So what are you thinking? If neither will be yellow, what's the probability you won't get a yellow from Trey? 0.8. And you won't get a yellow from Jada. 0.7.
56%.
So the answer is 0.56, or 56%, if you'd rather write it as a percent. Now, we're going to pick one from each bag. What is the probability that Trey will get red and Jada will get green? Well, what's the probability Trey gets red? 0.2. And Jada gets green? 0.2. Answer is 0.04.
What percent is that?
4%.
Come on, Nina.
All right, if a candy is chosen from each bag, what is the probability that one will be brown, excuse me, and one will be green? Now, this is one of those that's a little bit tricky, because what do I not know?
The order.
The order. So I have to do both.
B and G.
So I'll do BG or GB. All right, so here we go. Let's do brown from Trey.
Then is it blue or blue?
0.2.
0.2. And green from Jada.
0.2.
0.2.
0.1.
Or green from Trey.
0.3.
0.3. And brown from Jada.
0.2.
0.2. So I have 0.04 or 0.06. So 0.10 or 10%. There is a 10% chance that I'll get a brown one and a green one.
Really are proud of you.
All right, is that clear? Okay. Now, consider being dealt a 5-card hand from a standard deck. That tells you immediately that all of your probability denominators are going to be 52C5. So A, B, and C are all over 52C5. Everybody good on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, those are my denominators.
We did the first one or no?
Wouldn't this be the same probability as diamonds?
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
0.95
So,
times 10.
so all diamonds or all hearts or all clubs or all spades is going to be 13C5 on the top.
Let's go.
So I got
Let's go.
4.95 times 10 to the -4th.
Yep.
Now, the directions do say answer is a percentage. So the decimal for this is 0.0000, wait, 0.000495.
Yeah.
There's the decimal. So the percent is 0.0495. Now, rounding this to the nearest tenth would cause it to go to 0. So I'm just going to leave it like that.
Can you just multiply that second one by 100?
And that'll give you this. Yep. Multiplying by 100 is like moving the decimal point 2 places. All right, next one. What's the probability of being dealt no face cards or aces?
So that's
36.
16.
Wasn't it 4 times 4?
Isn't there 16
So
of those
12.
cards?
7.
Well, isn't it 52 minus?
No face cards, that's what?
40.
36.
52 minus 16.
Okay, how many face cards are there? 12. How many aces are there? 4. So how many is that? 16. Oh yeah, it is 36.
36.
It is 36. I added wrong. 36? So your numerator would be 36 C5, because that would be no face cards or no aces. 12 face cards, 4 aces. 16, as she said, altogether. So 36 C5. I'm gonna have to type that back in because I got the wrong answer here. This one should come out a little bit bigger though.
About 14%.
Is that what you got? 36 C5, 36 C5.
What?
I got 14.5%.
Yep.
Is that what you all got?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are they on?
Change the decimal that you got to a percent.
When you change a decimal to a percent, you just move the decimal point 2 places to the right. Like you've done since day 1 of algebra.
Day in.
So, when we turn the center, you're just gonna count it.
We still got another
No,
problem.
we have another problem to do.
Oh.
We're not going anywhere, we're not doing anything, we're sitting down and we're finishing this assignment. My goodness! You guys have the attention span of gnats.
No, we just did 2B.
Huh?
Oh,
We just did 2.
I've been waiting for this to be over. Not
Whoa! Andy's on his phone! Andy's on his phone!
Why are you on your phone?
Because you said I could do it in school. My iPad's getting fixed.
Why are you on your phone?
What is the probability of being dealt 2 red and 3 black? So what's that numerator gonna look like? 2 red and 3 black.
4C2.
4?
Or, no, it's red.
2 red. So
Where's
it's
the
26 C2.
20?
Times 26 C2 over.
Times 26 C3 over
So
52.
26 C2 times 26 C3 is what I'm hearing. Now why 26?
There's 26 red cards.
26 reds and 26 blacks, right? So we want 2 reds and 3 blacks, so there's 2 out of the reds and 3 out of the blacks. So I hesitate to say because I missed one already, but I got 32.5%. 32.5
Yeah, that's right.
or 0.325 is the decimal I got, so then 32.5.
Yep. Jeez.
And what did we say that one was? 14.5%. What, Jay? No, you can wait.
I actually can. I've been waiting on class because I thought.
Okay, you gotta stop doing this. Find another time to pee, all right?
It's just biology.
I know.
No, it's not.
If you wanna talk biology, I'm a 62-year-old woman that's had 4 children, and I can hold it? Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's back up. I will give everyone present credit for that assignment, so you don't need to turn it in. Let's back up to the 9.2 assignment. We can't go ahead, we haven't learned the material yet. But 9.2 will be due soon. So let's go ahead and get as much of that done as we can.
Are we gonna have to send a picture of this?
Uh-huh, yep. So, because I don't think we're gonna get it all the way done.
No, I don't think we have to send it to you for that.
We're gonna have to for the 9.2 because we're not gonna be here next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Nina.
I thought you were talking
Come
about
on,
the one
Nina.
that she was
No,
doing.
the one we just did, you're all, I'm just gonna put in right after this class is over. But 9.2 we gotta do together. All right, so here we go. X plus 2y to the fourth. Directions say expand, and we have to circle our
Where
answer.
are we?
We're on
9.2
9.2 homework.
I already did it. I just turned that in earlier.
Okay, you can get it back out and look at it if you want, or you can just sit there. All right, so here we go. We're gonna expand this. Who remembers the steps to the process?
X2Y, X2Y.
Well, first, I gotta get some numbers in
Number
there.
tree is or something.
So I can use Pascal's triangle
One,
for the numbers. And which row would I go to?
one,
The
four,
fourth?
6, 4, and 1.
So 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. That's the fourth row of Pascal's triangle, right? Okay, now what?
Put the X and the 2Y.
Put the X and the 2Y. Put them in parentheses. Don't be lazy. Put them in parentheses, because it's gonna matter, at least for the 2Y. All right, and then what?
You do the 4, 3, 2.
So those are called the exponents, so now we're gonna put the exponents on. And with the X, we start with 4 and count down all the way to 0. And with the Y, we do the same thing from the other direction. And then as we're kind of scanning our problem, we notice that all of the exponents in each term add up to 4, right? That has to be the case. So if you've got one, like you had 3 and 2 here, you know something was off. All right, now we're ready, right? All we gotta do is put plus signs in here and start cleaning it up. What's that?
2.
X to the fourth. Remember, anything to the 0 power is 1. So you ignore it. All right, what do we got here?
4X.
We have 4x to the third times 2y. You are expected to multiply that. So that will be 8x cubed y. Don't leave them separated. That's what you start with for sure, but they gotta be multiplied. All right, same thing here. I have 6x squared times 4y squared. 4y squared.
24X.
So 24 x squared y squared as your term. 4x times 8y cubed. 8.
32XY cubed.
So 32xy cubed.
16,
Right on.
4.
And then this one will be 16y to the fourth. Okay, you guys that had already turned that in, did you get that right, or are you making corrections?
I had to fix a couple things.
Okay.
Just with the multiplying everything together at the end.
Does everybody have that? Anybody have a question about that? That's what you put a circle around. All right, let's do one more, the next one. 3x minus 2y to the third.
Who's the I in
1,
front of
3, 3,
you?
1.
So 3x minus 2y to the third. All right, somebody has already figured out the third row of the triangle.
1, 3, 3, 1.
1, 3, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1. And so next to all of those, we're going to put a 3x
And a negative 2Y.
and a negative 2y.
I said slime, I'm proud of you.
All right, then what? My powers go on, my exponents go on. So that'll be 3, 2, 1, 0 on the x's. and 3210 on the Y's. All right. First term,
Negative
27x cubed, very good. Over the years, guys, that's the biggest mistake that's made. This is an easy process, but kids will put 3x cubed here so many times. 27x cubed. All right, what's the next one? Well, we've got 3, we've got 9x squared, and we've got negative 2y. So I think it's negative 54. Negative 54 x squared y. 3 times 9 times negative 2. That's all multiplied. All right, what do we got here? 3 times 3x times what's this? Positive 4y squared. Why is it positive? Negative times negative is positive, right? Barrett, mask up, please. So that's going to be plus 36 xy squared.
Yes.
And then what's on the end?
Negative
Negative 8y cubed.
And
Negative
circle it.
8y cubed.
And circle it.
Yep, circle that. That's your answer. We might be able to get this done, guys. Find the fourth term of 2x minus y to the sixth. Now, the 2 we just did, we had to find all of the terms. So we found all of the terms. That's what you circled. But now we've got just the fourth term. Won't the fourth term have a number
15.
and a 2x and a negative y on it?
Yeah.
Every term has that, right? Now, I can get the number from Pascal's triangle. Or what else did I tell you about those numbers?
The C.
They're the C numbers. So if you wanted to do it that way, the first one in the sixth expansion would be 66, 65, 64, 63, down to 60. Those are the coefficients. So if you don't have Pascal's triangle built all the way down to the sixth row, you can find the third number by doing the combination, or excuse me, we want the fourth number, sorry. We can find the fourth number by doing the combinations. I think that number's 20.
Yeah, 20.
So it doesn't matter, kids. If you like Pascal's triangle and you don't mind building it that far, you can build it and count over to the fourth number. Or you can remember that in the sixth row, 66, 5, 4, 3. So that's a 20.
And then there's a 3. It's like
On,
they're both
on
cubed.
the 2x would be 6 here, right? If I put power on for the first term, it'd be 6, 5, 4, 3. And if that one's 3, that one's 3, because they got to add up to 6.
Yeah.
How did you get 20?
It's 663.
Oh, you said
You gotta work on it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Now, let's simplify. So we have 20. What's this one? 8x cubed. And negative y cubed.
Isn't it just negative 40x cubed?
No.
Negative
Nina.
1.
Negative 160.
Yeah.
Oh.
Negative
You
160.
gotta cube it all.
X cubed y cubed. Negative 160. X cubed y cubed.
Can we turn in the point somewhere? Oh, we did.
You don't have to turn
Okay,
it in.
never mind,
I'm
sorry.
just going to give you automatic credit for it. All right, real quick, I think we can do this real fast, and then we'll have this one done too. So, 64. Who remembers remembers our little formula if we're doing this without a calculator?
6 factorial over
6
4.
over 4 and 2. There's 2 numbers in the bottom. That one and these 2 minus each other. Right? And then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 over 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1.
Holy cow.
All the 4 part cancels.
30 divided by 2.
15.
30 divided by 2, that answer is 15. Very good.
Uzi, I am proud of you. That's just how I'm proud of
And then
you.
what would the setup be for the last one?
80 factorial over 3 factorial over 77,
Alright,
which is
That's just how I'm proud of you.
80 times, whoops, 80 times
79
79.
times 26.
80 times 79 times 78 times 77 and so on. And that's over 3 times 2 times 1 and then 77 and so on. Isn't all that from 77 gonna go away?
So 80 times 79 times
So we have,
divided by
okay, now we have these divided by these, so 2 will go into 80 40 times. And 3 goes into 78, I think,
26 times.
26 times. So 40 times 79 times 26 will ultimately be our answer.
We're doing it on a calculator?
And yeah, but this, I didn't plan it very well. I want you to do this part without a calculator. You can multiply those. So 82,160.
Turn this one back in.
So now, no, you don't have to turn in. So now, everybody that's present will get credit for both of those homeworks.
Yep.
Okay?
Thank you.
What's
All right, let's clean up so we can wipe off the desk.